different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also love her more conceptual stuff, and I think she inherited a lot from David Bowie. And you talked about like the way she brings a lot of concepts and she experiments a bit with her music. And I think she loves David Bowie a lot. I remember she paid tribute to him when he passed away, and David Bowie being one of my favorite singers as well. I wanted just to mention that, and that's fantastic. Yeah.
I think, yeah, definitely. She drinks a lot from rock, and I mean her own name. It's from the Queen song, Radio Gaga.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, and I think she is so unapologetically her that it goes out from her pores, you know, like, and I think she has done so much stuff that was different from what she came up with from the beginning. So she came up like with a song that was called Just Dance, and after that, two pop albums, very like dancing songs, very like for the gay clubs to play on repeat. And after that, she came with a third album that didn't go so well, and people were saying like not really good. And then I think that she decided that she was going to do things that would show her vocal ability more, and show that she is an artist in essence, that she can do the classic things. But she can also do the music that will keep people moving, that will keep people dancing. And that is also important. I think that is a very great statement that she as an artist brings to not only the industry as in people consuming music, but also to the world as in the art that she's putting out. Like, so, because pop music has this, like, to be very neglected in a point of view of like the critics, and I think she does that so incredibly that she sends a message that like, I know it's pop and I know it's neglected, but I'm going to show you that it can have a message, it can have a powerful message, and it can be very, very good art.
Yeah, I think Lady Gaga, it's like, you might love her, you might hate her, but I don't think you can ignore her. Yeah.
Exactly.
True.
No, I think you're totally right, and I think, as you said, Alex, you know, Lady Gaga started with Just Dance and maybe with pop songs that critics were not really loved by critics, you know, but they were loved in the discos, you know, and you could enjoy her music, you can dance to it, you could have fun. But now recently she's been producing so much more, you know, music with messages, so much more powerful music. And I think this is also a great transition to the pop musician you mentioned first, Queen, because I love Beyonce, actually more than Lady Gaga. And I think Beyonce is just the greatest artist on earth. And I find Beyonce kind of had a very similar start, you know, with Destiny's Child and everything. And she kind of built up her solo career, and she was maybe not regarded. I mean, she had a brilliant voice, but, you know, her songs maybe didn't have a message for some people. But I think also Beyonce recently, especially I think with the album Lemonade, you know, she kind of proved, but even before, but with Lemonade, that she also has so much to tell and to kind of convey messages to people. And then also with about her African roots and everything. And I think it's great, you know, to see that pop music is not just there for fun, but as you mentioned, you can receive so much more from it. And I don't know, what do you think about Beyonce, her transition or her change, you know, into also kind of producing songs with more messages?
I think it's, you said it well. Beyonce is the greatest artist in the world, period. I mean, there's no one else who can do what she does. And I mean, no one. But like, going to your question, I think it's very important for us to analyze that she started to do her music, and by her music, I count from the album that is called Four onwards, because before that, she had to do everything that the white people wanted her to do and to be, so that they would buy and so that they would accept her as an artist. And I think that is something that not only Beyonce as a Black person, but also as a woman had to face, and many other women in the industry have faced, which is, I mean, we were just talking about Lady Gaga doing like more classical songs. She literally put out a jazz album with Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett,
exactly.
Yeah. So that people could take her seriously, you know. So what Beyonce did was, okay, so I'm gonna give you what you're asking me, but then when I have you all in my hands, I'm gonna deliver what I am truly here to do, what my message is for this world. And I think she does it beautifully. Like no one else can do what she does.
You guys are fangirling like hardcore right now.
Totally.
Yeah. We are big fans. What should we do?
I know. I think you brought up a very interesting like catch-22 about pop music. Like this idea that I have a message and I have a voice and I want to share it, but will anyone even buy that? And I think that is kind of an interesting like dilemma or conundrum or like a catch-22, because it's like, I have this beautiful voice and I want to sing and I have these messages that I want to say, but will the public buy it? Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this, you know, to make money for a living. And so I think it's a very interesting kind of weird thing, you know, for an artist. I think especially I can't imagine what that must be like for them to go like, but this is what I want to say, but people like this song, or to try to be true to what you believe and then at the same time sell. That's really, really tricky.
Yeah, I think real icons find the perfect balance between personal expression and they find the envelope of it. Another hero of mine, John Lennon, was always talking about the way he kind of dresses the songs. Like he wants to say something that might be subversive, that might be not conventional, and he dresses it up. Like he does a packaging that he knows he's gonna sell, and I think that's also part of the art and in the show business industry, definitely. And Beyonce is a part of that. And I watched when I was in Louisiana, I watched in an Airbnb for the story. I watched her Coachella performance that was streamed on, I don't know which channel, but I was amazed. And I was like, I had, you know,
Netflix, I think, right?
Yeah, Netflix, exactly. And I realized
Tommy knows. Just ask him.
Yeah. Tommy is Queen Beepedia.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it as soon as it got out, of course.
Yeah, it's called Homecoming, I think. It's got nothing to do with American football, but or is it? Yeah.
Well, actually, so like, the idea of homecoming is that you go home for this football game, even if you don't live there anymore. So
yeah. But that's awesome, guys. We had I'm watching at the clock. We had a really good conversation on that. I think we're good. Thank you so much, Alex, for sharing that. We just wanted to kind of thank you all listeners, because this is our last stand before a while. We're gonna take a step back on releasing stuff. We're gonna keep on working together, but we want to keep to date and to find interesting content. And we were honored to have you, Alex, on the show today to close the season. It was really great to talk with you.
Thank you. I was really honored to participate and given the opportunity to share a little bit of pop music and what I think about it and its complexity.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Bye.
So, Alex, if you want to say goodbye to our listeners by proposing a song of your choice that we're going to play afterwards when I'll edit the podcast.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna recommend a song that people might not like. I don't know, honestly, but it's a song that is it's very meaningful to me. It's written, produced, and sang by a Brazilian artist, and it's pop, and it's more like conceptual pop, and it carries a very, very powerful message, and for me, it's very dancey. So the name of the song is Bixa Preta, and which in English would be a translation for Black Fag, and is for by the artist called Linn Da Quebrada. So I hope you enjoy it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Choúkrüt, guys.
Choúkrüt.
Thank you very much. Choúkrüt.
Choúkrüt.
Bicha estranha, louca preta da favela. Quando ela tá passando, todos riem da cara dela. Mas se liga, macho, presta muita atenção. Senta e observa a tua destruição. Que eu sou uma bicha louca, preta, favelada, que quando eu vou passar e ninguém mais vai dar risada. Se tu for esperto, pode logo perceber que eu já não tô pra brincadeira. Eu vou botar é pra fuder. Quis bicha estranha, ensandecida, arrombada, pervertida. Elas tomba, fecha a causa, elas é muita lacração. Mas tá que eu não tô te ouvindo, boy. Eu vou descer até o chão. O chão. O chão. O chão, 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 chão. Bicha preta. Bicha preta. Bicha preta. Bicha preta. A minha pele preta é meu manto de coragem. Impulsiona o movimento, desce a viadagem. Vai, desce, 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 desce a viadagem. Olheira com um quê de Cinderela. Eu saio de salto alto, maquiada na favela. Mas se liga, macho, presta muita atenção. Senta e observa a tua destruição. Que eu sou uma bicha louca, preta, favelada, que quando eu vou passar e ninguém mais vai dar risada. Se tu for esperto, pode logo perceber que eu já não tô pra brincadeira. Eu vou botar é pra fuder. Quis bicha estranha, ensandecida, arrombada, pervertida. Elas tomba, fecha a causa, elas é muita lacração. Mas daqui eu não tô te ouvindo, boy. Eu vou descer até o chão. O chão. O chão. O chão, 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 chão. Bicha preta. Bicha preta. Bicha preta. Bicha preta. Sempre borralheira com um quê de Cinderela. Eu saio de salto alto, maquiada na favela. Mas que pena, sou agora viu que bela aberração. É muito tarde, macho alfa. Eu não sou pro teu bico, não.